From the Mount Washington Radio Group online newsroom, I'm Gary McKenzie. Conway voters have rejected proposed tax caps for town and school district budget planners, rejected giving money to the Blue Loon bus service, and for the first time in years have approved giving town money to the municipal airport in Fryeburg, Maine. Unofficial results provided by the Conway town clerk indicate more than 1,400 voters went to the polls in Center Conway yesterday. Here's what some voters had to say about issues they felt were important. How do you feel about the tax cap?
I'm not in favor. I don't think that's the way to go.
And what about the school budget?
I'm in favor of it. Voted to put that in place.
The school budget. That was pretty much it, the school budget.
Did you vote for that?
No. I think it's a little bit out of control, and they got to start remembering we're not even Meredith. We're a small community.
What about the tax cap questions?
I voted for them, whether it'll do any good or not.
Mary Carey Seavey and David Weathers were re-elected as selectmen, Rodney King as police commissioner, Rebecca Olson elected town moderator, Mary Cuthbertson checklist supervisor, Martha Tobin and Kevin Flanagan to the planning board, Maury McKinney, Christopher DeVries, William Bill Masters, and Terry McCarthy to the Budget Committee, Lucy Philbrick and David Page, library trustees, and Wendy Holmes as trustee of trust funds. All town articles passed with the exception of Article 4, special meeting, Article 21 to provide $4,000 to the Carroll County Transit Blue Loon bus service, Article 26 to dedicate a section of Greeley Road in memory of Brian Abrams and plow a section of the road, Article 27 to implement a tax cap, and Article 28 to raise the annual compensation of checklist supervisors. In school district voting, Michelle Capozzoli, Janine McLaughlin, and John Skelton were elected to the school board, Douglas Burnell, school moderator, and Theodore Sayers as treasurer. All school articles passed with the exception of Article 13 to implement a tax cap. All results should be considered unofficial until confirmed by the Conway town clerk. In Maine news, some of Governor Paul LePage's proposals to overhaul the state's welfare programs have hit resistance in the legislature this session, but his administration is pushing forward with a piece of its welfare agenda that it doesn't need lawmakers to sign off on, putting photo identification on welfare benefit cards. Department of Health and Human Services spokesman John Martin says the administration is preparing to launch a pilot project to include photo IDs on electronic benefit transfer cards. It would then be implemented statewide. The initiative is part of the governor's broader effort to prevent welfare fraud, to ensure taxpayer dollars are being spent wisely, but advocates for the poor say IDs have been costly and ineffective at combating fraud in other states. In sports, the New Hampshire Fisher Cats edged 6-5 by the Reading Phillies in Pennsylvania yesterday. The Portland Sea Dogs dropped their third game in a row, losing 10-1 to the Thunder in New Jersey. The Yukon women's basketball team beat Notre Dame 79-58 last night for a record 9th national championship. The Minnesota Wild beat the Boston Bruins 4-3 last night, and the Texas Rangers beat the Red Sox 10-7. In the weather today, I've been thrown off by my video assistant, totally persnuffed by her arrival in the room. And now we will end this particular version and start all over again. See you in about 10 minutes. God. Yeah.